Welcome to FinTech Matrix, where tech meets money and trends become power. You heard it here first. Today, Wednesday, July 9th, 2025, we're examining what's driving your financial world and reshaping technology across the globe. First, we break down crypto's billion-dollar SPAC deal and the growing push for stablecoin regulation. Next, we explore how AI, semiconductors, and digital identity tools are defining the next wave of global fintech. Finally, actionable insights for what you should do now. So grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and let's unpack what matters to your wallet and your world. Let's start with what's moving the markets today. Here's your finance update. DailyPay's $200 million liquidity surge. The U.S. financial markets are buzzing after DailyPay, a leading earned wage access fintech, announced a $200 million asset-backed securitization deal. This facility expands its capital stack to $960 million, making it one of the largest liquidity expansions in the payroll tech space. The deal includes multi-bank participation and strong credit ratings, signaling rising investor appetite for embedded wage infrastructure in labor-driven industries. As inflation pressures workers, flexible pay systems are being viewed as essential benefits. Wall Street stable but cautious. The S&P 500 and Nasdaq posted modest gains on July 8th, driven by optimism in tech and industrials. However, bank stocks like J.P. Morgan and Bank of America remain flat as analysts process weak forward guidance and restructuring related to rising short-term interest rates. Traders remain cautious amid mixed macroeconomic signals and Fed commentary. China eyes more U.S. Treasuries. China's central bank is finalizing a new outbound bond channel that could double its exposure to U.S. Treasuries and Eurobonds. This suggests a strategy to diversify reserves while hedging against yuan volatility. The move comes amid growing currency uncertainty and weaker than expected Chinese export data. United Kingdom bull holds, but recession fears grow. The Bank of England is expected to hold rates steady this week, even as weak housing data and tighter consumer credit raise recession concerns. UK consumer lending fell 1.3% in June, and mortgage approvals are down nearly 15% YOY, troubling indicators for the British economy. Commodities mixed amid weather risk. Oil held near $84 per barrel, with markets awaiting EIA inventory reports. Meanwhile, gold remained stable at $2,340 per ounce, reflecting global investor caution. Agricultural futures, especially corn and soybeans, rose slightly due to extreme weather warnings across the Midwest. Crypto Spotlight. ReserveOne's $1 billion SPAC merger. Crypto asset manager ReserveOne announced a $1 billion SPAC merger, setting the stage for a Nasdaq listing. The firm's portfolio spans Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana, and aims to offer regulatory-compliant exposure for institutional clients seeking to hedge against fiat instability. Trump media files for Crypto Blue Chip ETF. In a surprising move, Trump media filed a prospectus for a crypto ETF focusing on blue-chip digital assets. The proposed allocation, 70% Bitcoin, 15% Ethereum, and the rest divided among Solana, XRP, and Kronos. The filing has drawn interest from conservative retail investors and ETF analysts alike. Congress declares Crypto Week. July 14th to 18th has been declared Crypto Week on Capitol Hill, with lawmakers set to debate the Clarity Act, Stablecoin Framework Bill, and privacy concerns related to CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. Momentum is growing for bipartisan crypto legislation. Whale wallets move $8.6 billion in BTC. On-chain analysts flagged a massive shift of 80,000 BTC, worth $8.6 billion, between dormant wallets. Though unrelated to exchange liquidations, the movement sparked short-term market unease. Bitcoin briefly fell 3.8% before recovering to around $108,000. Ethereum held steady near $2,560. Institutions continue ETH accumulation. BlackRock, Fidelity, and other asset managers are quietly increasing their Ethereum positions, expecting ETF approvals later this year. In the DeFi space, total value locked rose 4% week over week as tokenized treasury products and Layer 2 networks saw renewed activity. Finance wrap-up. Bottom line, From $200 million wage access deals to billion-dollar crypto mergers, traditional and digital finance are converging around liquidity, transparency, and speed. But with interest rate pressure and geopolitical uncertainty still in play, risk remains tightly interwoven with opportunity. That's your finance deep dive. Now let's turn to the tech that's quietly reshaping how you live, work, and even talk to your money. Let's dive into the tech landscape, where AI, infrastructure, and automation are driving rapid shifts across industries. AI-powered compliance goes mainstream. US-based fintechs Identity IQ, Alloy, and Socure announced expanded partnerships with regional banks, using LLMs and graph databases to power next-gen KYC and fraud detection. As financial institutions adopt embedded finance, real-time identity scoring is becoming foundational. Canada and Qatar test AI in cross-border payments. New pilot programs launched in Canada and Qatar are using artificial intelligence to detect friction in international settlement networks. These AI-powered systems aim to automate compliance across borders, enabling real-time, transparent transactions. VC keeps flowing in fintech and proptech. Despite tighter monetary policy, venture capital remains active. LevelPath raised $55 million to scale AI-powered procurement, while Husby secured $59 million for real estate tech expansion in Europe and the Middle East. Compliance startup Castellum.ai also rolled out new RegTech tools, Microsoft's quantum roadmap and Intel's AI chips. Microsoft unveiled a quantum-ready roadmap for Azure with early integrations for post-quantum cryptography and simulation workloads. Intel, meanwhile, showcased new AI-optimized processors designed to undercut NVIDIA's dominance in inference and training. Samsung's trifold phone sparks buzz. Leaks about Samsung's trifold smartphone prototype have fueled speculation of a Q4 launch. The device reportedly combines 3 foldable panels into a tablet-sized screen, potentially setting a new benchmark in mobile hardware design. Cybersecurity gets DORA ready. Fintechs across Europe are adopting real-time threat detection systems in preparation for the Digital Operational Resilience Act, DORA. These systems use telemetry and behavioral modeling to monitor fraud, service outages, and cyber breaches at scale. DXC restructures for AI and cloud push. Enterprise services giant DXC Technology appointed Ramnath Venkataraman as president of consulting and engineering. The move aligns with a strategic shift to AI modernization and cloud optimization across its $17 billion services business. NetDragon wins for EdTech expansion. China-based NetDragon received the Rising Star Award at the 2025 Hong Kong Innovation Awards. The company expanded its AI-driven education platform to 22 underserved markets this year, using gamified learning and virtual classrooms. AI governance tightens in EU and US. The EU is now enforcing the AI Act, targeting high-risk applications in healthcare, finance, and law enforcement. In the US, Congress introduced the AI Ethics and Transparency Bill, which requires AI firms to disclose data sources, bias controls, and hallucination risks. Ethereum devs debate gas fee reform. A new proposal, EIP 7983, would dynamically cap gas fees to reduce volatility and improve Layer 2 app performance. Supporters say it would simplify user experience. Critics fear it could centralize price governance. Tech wrap-up. Bottom line, from predictive infrastructure and quantum blueprints to digital identity and governance, 2025 tech is moving at enterprise speed. Whether you're in policy, finance, or product, staying ahead of these changes is no longer optional. That's your tech intelligence briefing. Now here's what's trending in the headlines. Here's what's trending beyond the financial charts and data dashboards. Let's take a look. United States, Musk's political shakeup. Elon Musk has confirmed the launch of a new political party called the America Party. The announcement, made during a packed rally in Austin, marks a disruptive turn in U.S. politics just months before the 2026 midterms. Musk cited deep dissatisfaction with both Republicans and Democrats and hinted at the integration of X.com's platform for digital polling, donation, and AI-based political discourse tools. The tech and political spheres are abuzz. Supporters hail it as a reawakening of citizen-powered governance, while critics warn of billionaire dominance in democratic structures. Measles outbreak prompts national alert. The CDC has issued a national health advisory following a surge in measles cases across Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Tied to international travel and declining vaccination rates, the outbreak has reignited vaccine misinformation battles on platforms like TikTok and Telegram. Health officials are urging parents to review immunization records and ramping up local outreach efforts. Texas flood fallout. Severe flooding in central Texas has displaced thousands and caused more than $1.4 billion in infrastructure damage. Several gas pipelines and power substations remain offline. FEMA is working with state officials to expedite relief, but supply chain disruptions are already being felt across the energy markets, particularly in natural gas futures and downstream distribution. Inflation dampens celebrations. This year's 4th of July celebrations saw reduced turnout and spending, especially in smaller U.S. cities. New tariffs on pyrotechnics and ongoing heat waves forced many communities to cancel events. Broadway's Ariana DeBose hosted New York's fireworks and drone light show, but overall consumer sentiment data released July 8th indicates a 9% decline in discretionary spending, signaling tighter wallets heading into Q3. Viral trends and AI mashups. Back to the 90s challenge continues to dominate social platforms. Gen Z creators are using AI deepfake tools and retro filters to recreate 90s commercials, sitcom intros, and music videos. The trend has sparked renewed conversations around copyright, nostalgia marketing, and AI in content creation. TikTok, Threads, and YouTube Shorts are capitalizing on the momentum with official brand challenges. Segment wrap-up. Bottom line, from Elon Musk's party play to climate shocks and viral nostalgia trends, the world isn't waiting on policy or permission. In today's hyper-connected world, trending headlines offer early signals, whether for risk, investment, or innovation. Here's what's trending beyond the financial charts and data dashboards. Let's take a look. United States, Musk's political shakeup. Elon Musk has confirmed the launch of a new political party called the America Party. The announcement, made during a packed rally in Austin, marks a disruptive turn in U.S. politics just months before the 2026 midterms. Musk cited deep dissatisfaction with both Republicans and Democrats and hinted at the integration of X.com's platform for digital polling, donation, and AI-based political discourse tools. The tech and political spheres are abuzz. Supporters hail it as a reawakening of citizen-powered governance, while critics warn of billionaire dominance in democratic structures. Measles outbreak prompts national alert. The CDC has issued a national health advisory following a surge in measles cases across Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Tied to international travel and declining vaccination rates, the outbreak has reignited vaccine misinformation battles on platforms like TikTok and Telegram. Health officials are urging parents to review immunization records and ramping up local outreach efforts. Texas flood fallout. Severe flooding in central Texas has displaced thousands and caused more than $1.4 billion in infrastructure damage. Several gas pipelines and power substations remain offline. FEMA is working with state officials to expedite relief, but supply chain disruptions are already being felt across the energy markets, particularly in natural gas futures and downstream distribution. Inflation dampens celebrations. This year's 4th of July celebrations saw reduced turnout and spending, especially in smaller U.S. cities. New tariffs on pyrotechnics and ongoing heat waves forced many communities to cancel events. Broadway's Ariana DeBose hosted New York's fireworks and drone light show, but overall consumer sentiment data released July 8th indicates a 9% decline in discretionary spending, signaling tighter wallets heading into Q3. Viral trends and AI mashups. Back to the 90s challenge continues to dominate social platforms. Gen Z creators are using AI deepfake tools and retro filters to recreate 90s commercials, sitcom intros, and music videos. The trend has sparked renewed conversations around copyright, nostalgia marketing, and AI in content creation. TikTok, Threads, and YouTube Shorts are capitalizing on the momentum with official brand challenges. Segment wrap-up. Bottom line, from Elon Musk's party play to climate shocks and viral nostalgia trends, the world isn't waiting on policy or permission. In today's hyper-connected world, trending headlines offer early signals, whether for risk, investment, or innovation. That's today's FinTech Matrix drop. Traditional finance channeled $200 million into wage liquidity while crypto SPAC surged. Ethereum ETFs and Crypto Week are reshaping digital regulation. AI compliance, quantum roadmaps, and Samsung's next-gen prototype drove tech forward. Meanwhile, the world trended toward disruption, from Musk's political launch to viral AI nostalgia. The world of finance and tech doesn't wait, and neither do we. Stay ahead, stay informed, and keep watching. This is FinTech Matrix, bringing finance, tech, and trends to your doorstep. Thanks for watching. Stay ahead, stay informed. Keep watching FinTech Matrix. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for daily updates.